Tony D and Little Joan in the background. This is a screenwriter's rant on a TV show from the SyFy network called The Ark. From in February, it actually looks like, the SyFy network's actually doing science fiction. What? Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 10 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Support the channel if you can. Live stream tomorrow about sequels. Anyhow, they've done this show a bunch of times. They've used this title a bunch of times. I don't think it's connected to anything that's been previously done. Harlan Ellison famously pitched an amazing TV show that was kind of similar, but this is not it. It may be based on it if they still have the rights, but I don't know. It does look like a decent premise, though. The premise is they send out, although it looks, Independence Day guy. I don't know. It's going to be like that. It's going to be probably very big. Lots of big promises. The premise is they send out a deep space. This guy's pretty good, I think. They send out a deep space colony ship, and everybody's asleep. And the idea is they're going to colonize some far-off planet, and these people are the best. They're engineers and whatnot. But something goes wrong out in the deep space. They get hit by an asteroid or something. It kills off most of the crew, and then it's about them surviving in space, trying to find a planet, running out of water, running out of food, trying not to kill each other, trying to survive the rigors of space. It looks cool enough, I guess. I'm not particularly crazy about any of the characters yet. February 1st. They look like your standard group. I'll say this, it looks pretty grounded in that it's not like, there's no aliens here. It's just humans trying to survive this. This guy is about the only guy with a little bit of character. the nerd. Here's the nerd. He'll save us all. This could be good, I think. It could be decent, up to a point. Once they get to a planet, then, So it's going to be a drama like, who killed everybody on the ship? Were we attacked, or was it just asteroids? And how are we going to survive, and all the drama and the crew and stuff. You could really drill down and make this a good show, I think. Yeah, the tagline is, we're in a war for survival. So it's not going to be about aliens, I don't think. The synopsis here is, a lot of things can go wrong in outer space. The Ark takes place 100 years in the future, when planetary colonization missions have begun as a necessity to help secure the survival of the human race. So, yeah, maybe Earth's effed at this point. One of the first of these missions on a spacecraft known as Ark 1 encounters a catastrophic event causing massive destruction and loss of life. With more than a year left to go before reaching their target planet, the lack of life-sustaining supplies and loss of leadership, the remaining crew must become the best versions of themselves to stay on course to survive. It sounds like a good pitch, solid pitch. Not recognizing any of the actors. Dean Devlin, Independence Day, Stargate. Oh, he was involved in Stargate too. Okay. Jonathan Glasner, Stargate SG-1. Show co-runners. Those guys are pretty good then. I would say those guys are good. Not a huge Independence Day guy. I always thought it was a little overblown. Here's the SyFy synopsis. SyFy is a global multi-platform media brand that gives science fiction fans of all kinds a universe to call home. Celebrating the genre in all its forms, SyFy, spelled with Y's. Well, I wonder why you spelled it with Y's. You didn't spell it with Y's before. Super serves passionate fans with original science fiction, fantasy, paranormal, superhero programming like Resident Alien, Wynonna Earp, Face Off. I don't know. I've never been a fan of this channel for a lot of reasons I won't drill into. I especially don't like the SyFy with Y, but whatever. It looks decent. It looks decent enough. If they make the show, if it's well written, I think this could be good. if you ever want to do a deep dive, check out Harlan Ellison's pitch for a show and how that all went. I think his show would be perfect now. Oh my God, his pitch would be perfect in this day and age for a drama, because his pitch was the first season of the show takes place on this primitive world, and the end of the first season is they discover they're on a ship. And he said basically the producers effed it up and gave away that part of it in the first episode or something. He wanted to build to that, at least the first season. I don't know, possibly more, possibly the whole series. And then yeah, like they'd been on the ship so long they'd forgotten they were on a ship, kind of thing. And then they realized they're on a ship like this, and then they have to overcome that. So I think that would be a great pitch for a show now, because you could have that multi-layering. You could do this whole drama, and then about halfway through the show you could introduce, oh my God, they've been on a ship the whole time. Like you could drop hints and then reveal that, and that would be a big reveal. This is more straightforward. I don't mind it. I like that it's about 100 years in the future. It's enough far into the future. I hope it's not going to be climate change. But it is dropping in February, so it's usually not a great place to drop anything. It's usually a sign that they're dropping the show there, hoping people will watch it because there's nothing else on. But I don't know, it's sci-fi. I think what's missing on the Sci-Fi Network is deep science fiction. It should be hardcore stuff. This is not that hardcore. It could be. It looks very soap opera-y. You know, the actors, you know. If you're really going to drill down, I would say go deep into sci-fi if you're the Sci-Fi Network. They haven't really done that. They're trying to keep it a broad appeal, I guess. I don't know what. So, you know, in terms of a first season breakdown, I'll say it's going to be mostly about who's in charge. You know, the first episode and the next couple is about who's in charge, who's going to run things, what are their problems. They got a year left. That's a good number, because then you get to the end of hopefully the first or second season and you get to a planet. And then, is the planet any good? That could be cool. That could be very cool, because then the show changes, right? So you get at least a whole solid year of survival on the spaceship, and then you get to the planet, and then all the rules change, right? And you could change up the dynamic. You can make a different guy in charge. Now they're at the planet, right? So maybe an engineer was in charge on the spaceship, but now they're on a planet. He's caught up in keeping the ship up in the air while everyone's down on the planet. So it's like now you focus on a different leader. That could be very cool. It would make the show very dynamic. Will they do that? You know, it's hard to say. Now that, you know, celebrities aren't as powerful as they once were, maybe the paradigm will change a bit and they'll be open to that, and maybe a shifting paradigm where you have this cast of characters, and first season somebody is in charge, the second season a different character's in charge, third season someone else. That could be cool. But they're all still in it, and their focus shifts. The show's focus shifts. Could be cool. They need good writers. If this is well written, it looks okay. I'm very wary to give it an endorsement just based on the trailer, mainly because I'm not seeing those details that I would go, oh yeah, this is well written. It looks fine. And that's about all. And sci-fi have been burned before. No offense, sci-fi. But I have a built-in prejudice against the channel, so I won't go into it. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. We've got 2 other videos there. Don't miss them. Don't forget the live stream tomorrow. It's all going to be about sequel movies and franchises. We'll see you in the next one.